Hey everyone, it's KHOU 11's Michelle Choi. Today I spoke with a former IRS employee here in Houston. He's one of thousands of federal workers who were abruptly laid off this week. He shared exclusively with us his heartbreaking story and his message to those in power. Here's the full raw sit-down interview I had with him.
How are you feeling?
Numb, confused, sad, angry, lost. Lost is probably it. You know, trying to pick up the pieces, trying to figure out what's next. Yeah.
Do you have any plans right now?
Take a break, regroup, reflect. Yeah, that's my plans for currently.
What did you do? What was your role there?
I was a tax exempt officer. I dealt with nonprofit organizations and compliance, that's what I did. Just make sure they were in compliance with non-discriminatory clauses in their website, or if they mark the wrong box, it basically is more of a teacher. The IRS is not there to come after you. They're there to show you how to do it right. And so you just connect with different people's organizations, find out what they do, their purpose, their missions, and you fall in love with them. And some people are doing wrong and some people are doing right. And the people that are doing right, I want to help them. I'm going to teach them to be better. My background's in finance, but I love people. I love connecting with people. And what I did, I only got a taste of it.
Before you could even spread your wings, what happened?
I just came from training 2 weeks ago, and I started my first cases. And I started talking to these taxpayers, these organizations, started to get to know what they're about. And, I fell in love with it. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to show my skill and sharpen my craft. I was happy to go to work every day. I woke up. I was online 24/7. Researching, learning, trying to gather some of everything to make sure I'm doing the right thing to these organizations.
But before you could even spread your wings, what happened?
I got word via the internet that
You knew somebody was going to be on the chopping block.
And the president
When did you get the official notice? Or was
having
there
a
an official
mandate
notice?
that they wanted to downsize the federal government, and the IRS was next. This was probably over the weekend. Monday was President's Day. And when I got into the office Tuesday, there was just a buzz going around, uncertainty. People were
Who took your equipment?
franticking. You could see the morale go down. No one knew who was going to be targeted. It was just, you couldn't focus. You couldn't do your job,
You knew somebody was going to be on the chopping block, regardless.
Correct.
When did you get the official notice? Or was there an official notice?
We never got official notice. I got word from managers that had to be in the office yesterday. And we waited there all day until maybe 12, 1 o'clock. And then it was kind of like a firing range. They lined us up, took our equipment, and sent us home. Yeah.
Who took your equipment?
Management took the equipment. We had union reps watching, making sure that everything was done correctly. I was never given termination notice. The reason why, I've only been praised by my management.
What are your thoughts on the fact that the Trump administration
all
is
the
saying
work
that
I've
they're
been
doing
doing.
this for efficiency?
I studied
doing
hard
this
for 4 months.
to save American
went to training for 7 weeks.
taxpayers' money.
And I
Do you
couldn't
agree
even
with their
do
decision?
my job. The taxpayer money that was wasted alone, it bewilders me. I spent 7 weeks away from my home, away from my family, away from my friends, you know, sacrificing for the American people, and this is what I get. Not even a thank you, not even a, this is why we're letting you go, just get out.
I guess, what are your thoughts on the fact that the Trump administration is saying that they're doing this for efficiency? They're doing this to save American taxpayers money. Do you agree
feel about that?
with their
the fact that
decision?
The Trump administration
With my
appears to be
background in
targeting
finance
probation
and
employees
economics,
because
there's always a trickle-down
they don't
effect.
have certain benefits or protection yet.
According to the numbers, I believe there was 80,000 more workforce or total workforce of the U.S. government. Now I know 6,600 of them don't have a job. That means they cannot buy food for their families, they cannot pay their rent, they cannot pay their light bills or utilities, they cannot pay the housekeeper, the lawn man, they cannot pay to get essential things for themselves. And if someone's been there less than 6 months, you don't qualify for unemployment. You don't qualify for those things. So you're just out on the limb. You have to find a new job pronto.
How do you feel about that? The fact that the Trump administration appears to be targeting probation employees because they don't have certain benefits or protection yet.
To me, it's not fair. You know, you get excited to know that
What's the sentiment right
you
now
got landed a job,
between you and some of your colleagues
lifetime
who've
career.
been let go since yesterday?
And
You said
the
in
pay
your
is not
office
great.
building alone, you believe there might be
The
upwards
public
of
sector
50 people?
pays a lot more, but you take the sacrifices because you want to serve the people. Me particularly, I wanted to serve the people. I could have taken any other job. I could have took anything else. I waited a year. I applied for this job in December of 2023. I got
Are you
chose
guys in limbo right
in,
now?
I
Do you
believe,
even know
May.
if you're officially fired?
I actually got on the job in September, and it was just a back and forth thing. I waited a year to be fired, to not know anything.
What's the sentiment right now between you and some of your colleagues who've been let go since yesterday? You said in your office building alone, you believe there might be upwards of 50 people?
Correct. People are just confused. They don't know where to go. Like I said, we haven't even got a termination
Do you want your
letter.
job back?
Our union reps tell us they're fighting for us. It's a lot of confusion, a lot of sadness.
Are you guys in limbo right now? Do you even know if you're officially fired?
We don't know. We don't know. According to executive order, we are. We have not gotten any official notice. So who knows? Who knows?
What's going through your
I
mind?
know
I see
that
you're getting
some of the
emotional right now.
unions in other departments have gotten restraining orders to stop some of this legislation. And they say they're working on it for the Treasury Department. So all we doing is hope and pray.
Do you want your job back?
I would love my job back. I would love it back. To serve the American people and talk to people that I've talked to, I would love my job back. You know, it would take a little while for the morale to go back up, for me to feel confident enough that I know I have job security, but I would love my job back. I would love it back.
What's going through your mind? I see that you're getting emotional right now.
I worked hard.
If you could relay a
Studied.
message to the president, what do you want him to hear?
Excited. I was so excited to learn the job. I was telling my management I was going to be the best. They can count on me. And it's not like I have no say-so. Like they just toss you away. And I thought corporate America was like this, not the government. I thought the government takes care of their people. No matter if you're a service member or you're a public servant, the government has a duty to take care of their people. And this is not taking care of your people.
If you could relay a message to the president, what do you want him to hear?
Come down to our level.
Do you think
You're in the
these
clouds.
layoffs could
You don't see the
have
big
been
picture.
handled better, Jason? Do
You
you
don't
feel
see
like
us.
the way it was
You see
executed
your agenda. And that's fine.
was unfair?
But don't forget about the little people that got you there.
Because walk us through
The everyday Americans,
exactly what
the
happened
farmers,
yesterday. So
the
you
ranchers,
got the email
the
the day
people who depended
before
on you,
saying
the
everybody
people who
needs
voted
to come
for
into
you.
the office, and so you
You're turning your back
immediately
on them.
knew, along
That's
with your
not right.
colleagues, that something was up.
That is
right?
not right. I don't know what's coming in the future, but it's very uncertain. And I hear a lot of chatter. And where there's chatter, there's
Before
noise. Where there's
any
noise,
official word
there's going to be
was
a
given.
riot. You know,
Do you think these layoffs could have been handled better, Jason? Do you feel like the way it was executed was unfair?
yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
yesterday.
Walk us through exactly
So you're
what
sitting at
happened
your desk.
yesterday. So
You're still able
got the
to
email
log
the day
in,
before
check your
saying
emails,
everybody
but you said
needs
the
to come into
programs
the
you
office. And
use
so you
for your work
immediately knew,
started-
along
you
with your
start-
colleagues, that
walk me
something
through
was
what
up,
happened.
right?
I knew Tuesday. No, I lied. I knew yesterday. I got the email in the morning. I started saying my goodbyes to my upper management.
Before any official word
Correct.
was given.
Correct. We seen what they did to the other departments. Started saying my goodbyes. I didn't know what else was gonna happen. I told everybody thank you. And the next day I went to the office and everybody's just standing around. No work is getting done.
And that's yesterday. we're
That is
talking about.
yesterday.
So you're sitting at your desk, you're still able to log in, check your emails, but you
And that
said
was
the
when?
programs you use for your work
Everybody in the
walk
office
me
got
through what
that
happened.
email?
I started losing access to communication to my management and other
And
employees.
so at that point, you guys already have an
programs that we
idea
use to do our
people are
work,
being let go.
Went away.
And you, what decision did you make?
The only thing we had access to was internet and email. Prior to that, several months, I think a month or two ago, they sent a letter, a fork in the road email. The same email they sent to the Twitter employees. Either you resign in 8 months, or you be, in other words, if you resign, you have 8 months to,
And then it was this
to
week
work,
that
then you'll be
Once you heard what
fired.
the Trump administration
Or you
was
can just be
doing,
fired
that you guys were bracing for
when we get ready
the official
to
notice,
come to you.
and
And that
you
was
received
when?
that.
Maybe about a
you
month
said
ago,
on
maybe in
Tuesday,
January
right,
sometime.
from your managers
Everybody in the office got that email?
to come into
Everybody
the
in the
office,
Treasury
but they didn't give you
Every employee.
why they were asking.
And so
just-
at that point, you guys already have an idea people are being let go.
Yes.
And what decision did you make?
I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna give up. You know, I earned this job. I'm qualified for this job. I'm excited about this job.
so
I
Wednesday
want
they
to help the
sent you the
taxpayer.
email.
I want to help these organizations. I want to be the teacher. I want to be the voice they hear to have confidence in their
So
in their
after
in
you
their,
started
in their,
losing
in this
access
country.
to the programs
As
you
far as being a
normally are
taxpayer,
able to use,
And then it was this
how much
week that
longer before
once
your
you heard what the
managers
Trump
came in
administration was
and
doing, that you guys
said
were
they lined
bracing
you guys
for
up and
the
said to
official
turn in
notice,
your
and
IDs,
you
if
received
could
that,
kind of
you
walk
said
us
on
through that
Tuesday,
too.
right, from your managers
correct.
to come into the office, but they didn't give you why they were asking, just
Nope. It was yesterday. Yesterday they gave us a notice to come into the office. Yesterday gave us a notice to come into the office, and yesterday, day before yesterday, it was Friday, Thursday, Tuesday, Friday, Thursday,
so
Wednesday.
Wednesday they sent you the email.
Correct. Wednesday they sent me the email. So we were in the office yesterday, and we just stood there and wait. Hurry up and wait.
So
What
after you
was on
started
that
losing
paper?
access to the programs you normally are able to use, how much longer before your managers came in and you said they lined you guys up and said to turn in your IDs, or if you could kind of walk us through that too?
We got an email to come down to a certain room. They said you need to turn in all your equipment, your laptop, your printer, all your technical, your computer equipment, your ID, your badge ID, your pocket ID, which is like a government issued federal ID, they gave us 2 pieces of paper, which is some legislation, and that was it.
What was on that paper?
Just your duties to the IRS as a separated employee. When you're separated from the IRS, the Treasury Department, you are entitled to be subpoenaed. You're entitled to be. You have entitlements, and you cannot, disclose what you learned or procedures or policies of the IRS or the Treasury Department, or you will be handled correctly. Pretty much, you'll be dealt with, with lawsuits or anything, legal wise.
Why did you decide to speak out?
I was hurt.
What does this termination mean for you and your family? I know you're a father of 4.
I felt like I had no choice. I had no voice. This was the only way I had a voice. I can't go to Washington and go in the Oval Office. I can't contact my congressman. He's too busy. He doesn't want to hear me. I try to reach out. This is the only way I can get people to hear what happened.
As you mentioned, not have been the highest paying job.
A real situation about someone that loves to work, that loves their job, a just everyday person, just trying to get their piece of the American pie. And it was taken away. This is not America.
What does this termination mean for you and your family? I know you're a father of 4.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. I have to. I have no choice. I'll lose everything.
Taken away from you in an instant.
I'll lose everything. Everything we built.
I have to ask.
Because this job, while it may, as you mentioned, not have been the highest paying job, it was stability for you guys.
Very stability. I was looking for a retirement, a good retirement package, and it was somewhere I loved to be. I was, like I said, I was happy. I could not be any happier. I had the best boss. I had the best job. The skills I learned throughout my professional career, I was putting in place, and I felt like somebody. I felt like I could do a difference, like a small superhero.
Do you think it won't end with just people who've been on the probation period? Do you think they will eventually come after longtime employees as well?
I have to ask.
I believe that.
What impact do you think this decision will have when it comes to the future of the IRS?
More pressure. For one, it's the morale. These people that love to come to work every day may not love coming to work every day.
Categorizing who's the best and who's the worst.
These people that
putting more pressure on them to be the best
are there now, may be scared to lose their job.
Now the government is saying that these layoffs are not going to have any implications when it comes to
and they don't know what's the next coming for the IRS.
This is happening in the heart of tax
season. Do you think it won't end with just people who've been on the probation period? Do you think they will eventually come after longtime employees as well?
I believe that they're going to start putting more scrutiny on the employee, more pressure, that they're going to try to make more quotas. There's no quotas at all now, but I believe they're going to start categorizing who's the best and who's the worst, putting more pressure on them to be the best, and if not, they'll find a way how to terminate them.
Now the government is saying that
American taxpayers will
these layoffs
be
are not
impacted?
going to have any implications when it comes to
trickle-down effect, the layoffs
tax
that are occurring
season
right now.
You know, this is happening in the heart of tax season right now. Do you agree?
I don't agree. Everything that we do in the Internal Revenue Service, it's hand in hand. People that's dealing with businesses, people that's dealing with taxpayers' returns. Every department has a probationary employee. Every department will be impacted. I don't know how
Final
severely,
thoughts, Jason.
but people will start seeing the impact soon.
You think American taxpayers will be impacted? Do you believe it'll have a trickle-down effect, the layoffs that are occurring right now?
Correct. Yeah, I believe that audits will take longer. I believe that people won't get their refunds, or questions they have won't get answered. It could go across the board for any situation. Identity theft, you might not have a representative, you might have to wait. If someone steals your identity, it could impact all of us.
Your final thoughts, Jason?
I just want my job back. I just want to go to work. I just want to work. I want my job back. I want the unions to fight. I want the legislation to be reversed. Let us work. Let us do what they employed us to do, what we took our oath to do.